press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, we are going to continue today the chapter Business and Industry. In the previous class we had discussed about retail traders and the three kinds of trades that are there. So today we are going to continue with wholesale trade and foreign trade that is there, and we will go on and see the different industries that are there and how people contribute to these industries, basically primary and secondary industry. So today we will understand wholesale trade. In the previous class we have understood what's retail trade. So retailers were buying from wholesalers is what we learned in the last class. Now we will understand who these wholesalers are. So wholesale trade. Now these wholesale traders who are there, they buy many goods. Okay, they buy a large quantity of goods. So they buy goods. Okay, they write here buy goods in a large quantity. Okay. Now where do they buy their goods from? They buy in a bulk. Okay, many things are brought. From where do they buy? They buy directly from the producers, the ones who make those goods, ones who manufacture those goods. They buy directly from them, and once they buy it, they sell them to the retailers. This is what we learned, isn't it? They sell them to the retailers in small quantities. Now what do the wholesale traders do? They buy goods in a large quantity. Now they have bought 200 packets of oil. Okay, example, 200 packets of oil. What are they doing? They are buying 200 packets of oil directly from whom? Directly from the producers. And they are selling it to whom? Selling it to the retailers in small quantities. So understand, maybe they are selling 50 packets for each retailer. Okay, 50 for him, 50 for the other, 50 for another retailer. Okay, and they finish that 200 that they have. So these are wholesale traders. Now they help the retailers. By giving them goods. So that the retailers can go and sell. The wholesalers are helping the retailers because they are giving them the goods, they are helping them give the goods. Now wholesalers provide retailers with certain facilities, okay, of credit and of payment. Okay. Now when the retailers are buying whatever products are there, the wholesalers take the responsibility of advertising the product. So they are giving the advertisement. Who is giving the advertisement? The wholesaler is giving the advertisements on behalf of the retailers. So advertisements are given by whom? By the wholesalers on behalf of retailers. Okay. Now when they are advertising their products on the behalf of the retailers, they tell the retailers about the market trend. Okay, because see, retailers we discussed are bringing different products from different wholesalers. So these wholesalers tell them, see, this is the product that is in trend now. This is the product that has to be sold. Go to these consumers in these areas so that you can get this product sold, so that you can sell it. So the wholesalers give them ideas. Now wholesalers don't sell it at a very costly rate to the retailers, but an average margin is kept, okay. Average margin of profit. They don't make high profit, they don't keep high cost of it, but they keep certain amount of money but not very high. Now these wholesalers help the producers also by setting the market trend. Okay, setting market trend, advertising, setting market trend, advertising, and also giving storage facilities. So what are the wholesalers doing for the producers? They are telling them about the market trend. That is, manufacture your goods in such a way that the consumers will like it. They will advertise the product on behalf of the producers, and they will give them storage houses or where they can keep. They will give certain store rooms where they can store their materials, that is storage facilities. Moving on, let us understand foreign trade. Okay, foreign trade. Now foreign trade is what the trade between two countries, or we are sending some goods to them, they are sending some goods to us, we are making business across the country, okay, not within the country, it is not home trade but outside our country. So it is trade between two countries, okay, is foreign trade. Now foreign trade is classified into three kinds, that is imports, exports, and entrepot. So what are the three kinds? Imports, what is classified? Foreign trade is classified into imports, exports, and entrepot. Okay. Now imports meaning, okay, you are buying goods from other countries for your use. What is import? Import is you are buying goods from other countries for your use. Our country is buying from other countries, that is importing, okay. Understand, importing, we are bringing it in. Alright, export is, okay, we are selling our goods to the other countries, or we are sending our goods to other countries. Okay, exports. Now entrepot is we buy goods from other countries. Now, okay, country A, our country is A, country B here, and country C. So our country is A, okay, our country is A. Country A is buying goods from country B, okay, it has bought the goods, and after it has bought the goods, it is selling it to country C, that is intra-port trade. What is country A doing? Now India is buying from some other countries to sell it to another country. So A buys from B, okay, after it is bought, A sells it to C. So understand this. Buying of goods, okay, from one country okay, and selling it to other countries. So these are the three kinds of foreign trade: imports, exports, and intra-ports. Let's move further and understand a few more things. We will see now why do we need foreign trade. Okay. Now every country will not have all the resources that it wants. It has to buy from other place. So at home also we cannot be growing everything. Now if you have a garden at home, you can't grow everything, all the vegetables, isn't it? Some you will buy from outside. So that is why we need foreign trade. Our country may not have all the natural resources that we want. So we need to buy from other things. So first one is country may not have sufficient natural or enough natural resources. Okay. Now some countries may have some natural resources, other countries may have other natural resources. Now when we have certain kind of natural resources, we make more, okay, we produce more and then we give it to the other countries. Now in the same way the other countries also produce more and then they give us, okay. So more production of a certain natural resource in order to give or sell it to the other countries. That is the process of imports and exports that happen. Okay, that is the process of imports and exports that happen. Okay, now when we do this, when we are making or sending goods or we are buying from them, we also make friendship with other countries. Okay. So this is what is foreign trade and why do we need foreign trade. Let's move on and understand the industries that are there. Okay, industries. Now, people start an industry or a factory maybe for making money, for financial purposes, for making their goods available to another people, another sector. So industry is an economic activity. All right, industry is a economic activity. What does industry do? It does production, that is producing your goods, extraction of minerals, okay, and it gives you your services. It provides your services. It also collects raw materials for the production of the goods. So what does industry do? Industry produces. Industry is also extracting, okay, removing minerals that are there, minerals that are needed, and it gives you your services. Now industry is divided into primary industries and secondary industries. Primary industries and secondary industries. So primary industries again divided into two: genetic and extractive. Genetic and extractive. Secondary is divided also into two: manufacturing and constructive. So industry is divided into two: primary and secondary. Primary is again divided into genetic and extractive. We'll study what they are. Secondary is divided into manufacturing and constructive. So let's move on towards primary industry and understand genetic and extractive. So primary industries. Okay, primary industries, they produce goods using natural resources. So how do they produce goods? Using natural resources. Okay, like agriculture, fishing, agriculture, fishing, farming, mining. Okay, these are primary industries. Okay. Now, this primary industry is divided into genetic and extractive. We learned it. Let's see what's genetic. Now, genetic is involved with the production of crops. Okay, reproduction of crops, plants and animals. Okay. So, what is genetic? Helps in the reproduction of, it is dealing with the reproduction of crops, plants and animals. Now, they help to increase the economy of the nation. They help to increase the economy of the nation. How? Okay, by horticulture, that's gardening that you do, horticulture, dairy farming and poultry farming. Okay. Now, how are they helping you in the economy of the country? Is horticulture, your gardening that you do. Okay. Dairy farming is through animals where you take milk and make other products. Poultry is for meat. Okay, meat that you eat. So let's understand the next one, extractive industries. Now, understand the word extractive and extracting, that's you're removing something somewhere. So, what are you extracting here? They are extracting or removing different raw materials and ores from earth. Different okay. Now see, understand extractive industries, extracting different raw materials and ores from the earth for and other minerals that you want. So now when the raw materials are taken and then you produce your products that you want. These are also called as non-renewable, it's also called as non-renewable industry. That is, once it is over, you will not get it back. You cannot renew it, you cannot make it new. So what is the example here is extraction of ores and drilling, okay, of oil wells. Oil that you remove from the earth. So this is what is extractive industry. So we'll understand, what we have understood today is the wholesale trade, the foreign trade, why we need foreign trade, and the industries that are there. Two kinds, primary and secondary. So we have discussed primary, that's genetic and extractive. In the next class we'll deal with manufacturing, constructive, and then we will go to slight problems of trade companies, and then what are the values that have to be followed when you have to make business. So read this what we have done, students, and search for examples that you have. Look at the examples that are there in the text, look at the pictures that are there in the text, and understand it better. Thank you, students, for listening.